A very good Sunday afternoon to you. You're watching the Fixed Wing Guy channel with me, Stuart Lomas, and I hope I find you very well on this weekend. Lovely day, kind of, here in Manchester. What do I mean by a lovely day? It isn't raining. A little bits of blue sky, mostly cloudy, not too cold, a little bit of a breeze. So there you go. That's your Manchester weather forecast for this Sunday afternoon. A non-watch video today. So if you're here for watch chat, sorry. One of my odd ones. And it's one of my odd ones because I want to ask you a question. Because a little bit like my Big Bang Theory video that I did. On this one, your opinion, theory, ideas are as worthy as mine, or as worthy as any of the major experts out there in the world. So let me know. And if your feelings are strong enough, make one of these and tell me face to face. Tell anybody else who's bothered to listen. Anyway, pyramids. It's something that's fascinated me for years. Many years ago, not to blow my own trumpet, but I kind of figured out, along with my best mate who lives the wrong side of the Pennines, South Yorkshire, we figured out between us, after thinking about it over a few beers one night, that there was only one way that pyramids could have been built. Funnily enough, this is not what this video is about, but I shall tell you anyway. Obviously, the accepted theory of how they were built was that the stone slabs were cut, chiseled to perfection of size, shape and dimension, put on logs and rolled up a ramp to actually where the pyramid was due to be sited. But you've probably seen many discussions about this over the years, and you have probably heard people saying, well, you know, the ramp at some point, when they were getting close to the top of the pyramid, would have been at least 2 miles long to enable it to have not such a major slope that was too hard for all the multiple thousands of slaves to pull the blocks of stone. Anyway, that being the case, sat in a boozerarium for a number of hours one evening, we discussed this, and we came to the conclusion that pyramids were built from the inside. And how that was done was they had a scaffolding construction made out of whatever strong tensile material they had, so something akin to bamboo, let's say, light, easily maneuverable, but very, very strong. And they created a spiraled scaffold with a spiraled walkway up the top. So they started obviously from the bottom, did the 4 sides, and then went up as they went, laying them from the inside out. And by the time they got to the top of the spiral, they could put the capstone on, and lo and behold, you have a pyramid. And all the way around, that slant, as it were, the angle of the ramp, wouldn't be too aggressive to stop the guys pulling it up. Yes, they would still use logs, absolutely, because what else were they going to use? But the gradient of the ramp would only have to be very, very slight because it was going round in a circle. So, there you go. We sat over many years, and I do believe so-called Egyptologist experts are now starting to consider that possibility. Anyway, let me know if you've heard about that, and if you've not heard about that, let me know whether you feel that our drunken theory holds water. Anyway, to carry on, back to the video. Pyramids. Pyramids have been found all over the world. You'll obviously be aware of all the ones in Egypt. They are also in Peru. They're also in Colombia. There is one that has been found. Viewers who are on the US continent, if you didn't know this, near Mount McKinley in Alaska. It is underground. Apparently satellite infrared cameras have picked it up, and they're toying with the idea of tunneling down to have a look at said pyramid. There are a couple in the Zhang province in China. There is even 5 in Bosnia, and there is a place called, and I wrote this down so I wouldn't forget, Gadang Padang in Indonesia, and that there is the largest pyramid ever found. They think it's even bigger than the Great Pyramid at Giza. So, Egyptologists over the last 5 years have also found, or think they found, using satellite imagery, 130 pyramids hidden under the sand. They are toying with the idea of excavating one, possibly two of them, but obviously they do not know how much sand is on top of said pyramids. But quite interesting to know that they found another 130 of these things. I mean, obviously there are the famous three that we all know of in Giza, but all these others that they've never even thought about, and obviously over the years, over the millennia, they've been covered up by sandstorms. Fascinating, fascinating. Now, the question is, because I'm going to try and keep this video really short, why pyramids? It isn't the most immediate shape that would come to mind for any form of building. Other buildings have four walls and a roof. Even a shantytown hut has four walls and a roof, or maybe even an igloo, semicircular. But why a pyramid? Four sides coming to a point, or variations of that. So there's my first question. My second question is, how come pyramids everywhere, more or less of the same design? Of course, things in Cambodia are a little bit more ornate. They've got more carvings, etc. And even the ones that the Mayans built were very, very widely engraved. But still a pyramid, a recognizable kind of pyramid. Quite a lot of step pyramids out there. So the question is, firstly, why pyramids? Why build something that is kind of so odd to be built as a construction? And why pyramids all over the world? It would suggest that if you look at, let's say, suspension bridges. Suspension bridges are built all over the world because they're found to be an efficient way of building a bridge. But the reason they're built all over the world is because of transference of knowledge. The knowledge has crossed the seas by experts going, or architects going, or whatever it is, and told people how to do it. Or an architect has been contacted and said, look, we need you to build a bridge for us like you built the one in San Francisco or the one in Hull or whatever. Now, given all the dates that the pyramids span, where is the transference of knowledge between the Egyptians and the Cambodians, for instance? How has that knowledge got there? Quite an interesting one. So, first question, looking for an answer, why pyramids when you can just build four walls and a roof? That would still be a temple, would be a temple or a burial ground, surely. As they, I mean, any shape, it could be any shape, but the logic says four walls and a roof. So, the Taj Mahal is a crypt for his wife. It's gorgeous, it's lovely, but it looks nothing like a pyramid. So why a pyramid? And secondly, second question, why all over the world? Why have they appeared in slightly different guises all over the world? And logically, they say the only way a similar structure can be built elsewhere is by transference of knowledge. And it doesn't mean, either in the next city or the next county or the next state. It's still transference of that knowledge. But other countries, these days, transference of knowledge, not a problem at all. But in the ancient Egyptian days, the ancient Cambodian days, the ancient Mayan days, how did that language get transferred? Anyway, that's it. I'm not going to put words in your mouth with this video. So, pyramids, something that has completely fascinated me since I was at school. I think they are wonderful, amazing constructions. And how do they build on sand without them sinking? Why pyramids? And how and why are they all over the world? So, that's it for this one, guys. Another one that's a little bit out there. I appreciate that. Let me know if you feel strongly about it. Maybe one of these. Any questions, queries, answers, please, answers down below as always. I will look forward to hearing from every one of you. I will reply to every single one of you. Thank you very much indeed to my new subscribers that have come in the last 24 hours. TGV, Urban Gentry, thank you very much, sir. I hope you got my message. And Lycosa, I've just read your message. Thank you very much indeed. And once your name appears on the list, I will send you a greeting message. But take this as a verbal welcome right now. As always, if you enjoyed this kind of nonsense, give it a thumbs up to mirror the thumbs down, which I will no doubt get for this. And I shall speak to you again very, very soon. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.